I wanted to come on here and show some more about the protesting. Apparently, it is every major city. There's protesting going on, and it's just so sad. It's just pitiful. I looked up some stuff that apparently last night it was pretty bad in Atlanta.
Due to the coronavirus, we've slashed prices on our Cabo San Lucas vacation package. You get 24 months to travel, no change fees, and best of all, no cancellation fees. So basically, no risk to lock in unbelievably low pricing. Can you really book an all-inclusive 5-night, 5-star trip to Cabo San Lucas for you and your family for only $799 and save $2,000 compared to the retail rate? Finding a deal like this is usually not possible. But thanks to Book VIP, it is now. Book VIP has helped over 1 million customers book unforgettable vacations, and yours is awaiting around the corner. We all know or have heard of how beautiful Cabo San Lucas truly is. But you know what's better than hearing about it? Experiencing Cabo San Lucas for...
Alright, y'all.
Appreciate it.
No problem, thank you.
You know Atlanta about as well as anybody I can think of. Give me your view tonight as far as these protests and what has been unfolding now for about
a lot of these protests start in peaceful
to be very honest with you, what we're
seeing
seeing and witnessing
is
not Atlanta and Fulton County. The Atlanta and Fulton
because
County
in a lot of these cities where we're seeing the protesting,
we have always been different. We've always been able to handle things
they're not letting us,
in particular when it comes to social unrest. So this is very different for us. It's quite understandable. The sense
but
of
then there are
outrage
those
about what
that are going to get out
happened
and
in Minneapolis.
They have so much
But
anger in them.
what is happening here is this. I'm almost at a loss of words to describe it because, again, it's just so unlike what we're accustomed to here. The young people who are involved obviously want to express themselves, but I think that if it's true, and it seems to be true, that there are a lot of imports, in other words, people who are coming into Atlanta and Fulton County now to participate. Why? Who knows? There are all kinds of reasons as to why people believe it. Outsiders are coming in and participating in this, and a lot of it seems to be maybe orchestrated. You go from downtown, and now I live on Peachtree. I just saw probably 5 or 10 police cars headed up Peachtree towards Lenox Square. So if this was a coordinated type of protest, that's not a good sign.
Mr. Pitts, what is the role of Fulton County government in all of this? Give me a sense of how government works tonight and its reaction to what it's seeing. A surprise that we have seen the violence escalate the way we have. What's going on as far as your job and your purpose?
Well, from the point of view of Fulton County government, this is obviously taking place within Fulton County, but so far it is within the city of Atlanta. So it is the city of Atlanta, the city of Atlanta Police Department, that from a public safety point of view, that is in charge. Now, where county government would have a role to play would be we run the jail through the sheriff. So that's where we would come in. We have a SWAT team. We have marshals, deputy sheriffs, and so forth. We would be supporting the city of Atlanta in whatever way they would deem appropriate for us. But it is the city of Atlanta's jurisdiction to make.
Have you been in contact with Mayor Bottoms?
Is not working with
I have
them,
not been in
we have
contact
people
with Mayor Bottoms, but some of our people have been in contact with the emergency management people who are involved in this anytime there's a situation like this.
You know what I mean? Like they
in preparation for
don't
what
care.
might happen. For example,
they think they're big and they're more powerful than the people, but the people are who you began out as and what
Super Bowl,
put
Final
you in
Four,
those
major
positions.
college events, major concerts. things like that.
When you take
But
advantage
our
of your
role
authority,
specifically
this is
through
what
the sheriff
happens.
is
People will uprise,
is
and
the Fulton County Jail,
it's just
and
so
we do have
sad to
capacity
see
there
our
based
cities
on some
going through
actions
this,
that we've
because this
taken
might be my city where I
over
live, but this is
over the
not.
past several weeks.
If this continues to spread
spiraled
into
down to
tomorrow
this
and
city.
the next day,
It went into the other cities.
does the state need to get
It
involved, do you
started with
think?
Minneapolis.
Does there need to
On
be
G's
a
page,
bigger
he
show of
showed,
force here to protect
all
people?
the stuff in New
I
York
think it's
and
been
some of
handled
the other
very
cities.
professionally
And
tonight.
I posted some of
Thanks
that
to the city of
yesterday.
Atlanta. I mean, so far, so good. And it's my understanding that Governor Kemp has
Now we're
offered
seeing
the
all this, and in a
assistance
minute,
of
what I'm
the
going to do
state
is
should it
show
be
a video of
necessary.
the
And I think that
aftermath of
if
someone
it
posted a
becomes
video
necessary, I'm
today where they
certain that Mayor
drove
Bottoms
through
won't
the
hesitate
city after all
to
this
call
occurred.
upon Fulton County, first of all, and then second of all, call on the state of Georgia.
We're talking with
Provide assistance.
We're talking with the Fulton County Commission Chair,
Hey,
Rob
Sandra,
Pitts, who's
how
lived
are
in
you,
Atlanta
boo?
very, very long time, knows this city.
Oh, okay. Thank you
this
for
county,
telling me.
This region as good as anybody.
It's so
is
sad,
everyone
Sandra.
looped in
It's
tonight
so
as far as
sad.
government goes? In other words, is everybody sort of going to mobilize and gather to see what sort of expertise they could?
Okay, I'm going to show another one. Let's see. Oops. We're going to go here because this is where I think it is. Yeah. This is the guy I was telling y'all about that drove through after the aftermath of it today. Well, I want to show y'all this first. Where did I find it? Right. This is very different than rioting. The protest began peacefully. They didn't intend to do so much damage, but then it's so hard because you have so many people with views and hate and anger. And when the people who have the power try to push down on them, this is what happens. I mean, I want to show this CNN building. Here. This is what they did. Hey, Sir Job. How are you, love? All right. I don't know. Can y'all hear this? And I just want to say, there is white privilege, whether you're poor, whether you rich, it doesn't matter. See, some people think that white privilege is when you get special treatment or whatever because you got money, you're part of the elite, things like that. That is not the case. No matter who you are, if you're white, you have some sort of white privilege. And what we have to do is we have to get out there and we have to express ourselves as well. And we have to stand up for this hate that's going on and use that white privilege to help. Because otherwise, honestly, it's not going to, there's going to be no changes. That's my personal opinion. I'm just saying, I used to think that, oh, I'm not right. I don't have white privilege because I'm poor. No, just the color of your skin. When a police comes up to us, even if you're poor in a bad neighborhood, you know what I mean? You still are treated different than the black person beside you. Or even the Hispanic person beside you. I believe all lives matter. But I believe that, okay, someone told me this story and it really hit home to me. There was a black person that was up on a pole. Like they were climbing up this metal pole. Well, the police officer was going to electrocute that pole, shock it with their tasers so that it'll make the person just fall down. Well, a white man saw this and he was like, no, I'm not going to allow this to happen. And I just want to say this before I finish. So the white person said, hell no, I'm not going to let that happen, and grabbed the pole. And guess what? The police didn't shock the pole because that white man's hand was on it. But they didn't care when that black lady was at the top of the fall about making her up at the top of the pole, and they were going to make her fall and drop. Like, it's just crazy to me how much is real. Because I've never seen in color. I was with my husband's black. I have mixed children, and he would see things more than me. But I've learned through the years as I'm getting older, and I don't want to offend anyone. However, it's true. We have to be out there and be that voice also. It is sick. You're right. This is the CNN building. But you know, Sandra, what's even worse about it, it's very sick, but what's worse about it is it doesn't have to come to this. But we're conditioned to think that, I think G makes a good point. It's not all, I want to make sure I say it right. He mentioned how, no matter where you go, you're going to have these problems. G's cousin, he was shot 7 times in the head by the police. They had to cremate the body because you couldn't even see his face. Like, this is what's really going down. And it's society, it's the way things are ran. It's the way people are conditioned. It's the way, I don't know, but we got to make a change. So this is the CNN building. And I want to say, you do see a lot of white people out here at the protest, which they need to be. We need to be helping. I don't like how it turns violent, though. I'm just going to be real. I wanted to take my kids to Atlanta before I knew this was happening, to go, just get a hotel and visit downtown Atlanta, because we haven't been in a while, and it's something we can do that's not far from home, and, is right there. And they can go swimming and see all the things right there in the city. But then I saw this morning. I was like, hell no, I can't take my kids there. But it's just sad that this is what we're turning our streets into. But it's kind of necessity to make people wake up. It is beautiful to see all races unite. Now, let me see if I can show this other one. This is the aftermath. This is today. The guy's riding down the street today. This is the aftermath of what happens to the community. I know I don't have a big platform here or anything. I just have my few people that are like them, But we all have to do something. And if I can't get out there and do something, then this is my way of doing something. I don't know what to do. Who knows what to do for sure? Like, what's going to make a difference? What's going to change? What's going to help? Like, who knows? That's why everybody's out there protesting, because that's what we're taught. We have freedom of speech. We are able to protest. But are we? Because look at what happens when we try to use that freedom of speech. Let's unite as a human race instead of causing a racial war. Because what it is it's not about the races, it's about the people in power taking advantage. Look at this. Like, it's just so sad. I don't think rioting is right. Innocent people are being affected while we're still in a pandemic. That's so true. But a lot of it started with the protesting and then ended up in the riots. I agree. I don't.
Are these good berries?
No, go take them back there. I'm doing a YouTube video. Go put them back in your room.
Shush.
Say hey, Sandra.
No.
All right, go bye.
Bye.
So, but the riots is damaging property of people that are innocent. So, I agree on that. And right now there is a pandemic. I'm so torn. This is the thing. I'm so torn because thank you. She walked out. So I think a lot started with the protesting and began and ended up in the rioting. If you look at a lot of the videos, I posted a couple yesterday. Let me see. You can tell people are trying to. Do it peacefully. And I'm going to G's page, y'all, so I can show y'all. He said to share the videos on his page. So, oh, look, come on.
You're a police officer and you see that and your thinking is, well, but what happened beforehand, or we haven't seen all the videos, and you need to recognize right now that that doesn't matter. What happened beforehand has nothing to do with what happened at the moment. Those officers are going to be judged on what happened at the moment. He was lying on the ground, not resisting, and he lost his life.
Amen.
I want you to look at that video and put yourself in that position and think about how you would handle that, whether it's you with the knee on the back of the neck or it's you standing around watching this happen. Somebody has to take a leadership role, and it has nothing to do with rank. Somebody has to stop that before it gets to that point.
But nobody's going to... Okay, this is the thing.
Just lost their jobs. Somebody's going to be arrested.
Okay, somebody has to stop that, whether it's someone going around or one of the other police officers, yes. But it should have been one of the police officers. Because if one of those other people stepped in and tried to stop what happened with the knee on the neck with George Floyd, then guess what? They would probably have gotten shot. You know, and we would have had 2 deaths today. That's what I don't... They get in this power and they've been... Okay, police officers are not all bad.
Torn apart. And
my grandfather was an Atlanta police officer for 40 years. My cousin's a police officer, used to be in the county I live in. Now he moves and he's in another state doing special operations. However, they're not all bad, because I know those are great men and they are not racist men. They're very fair and equal, and they're not everybody in power is bad. Not everybody that's a police officer is bad. Not everybody is bad. However, they have so many that are, and they might not even be, it might be the first thing they do, but it's just because that power's gotten to their head. They're not thinking straight anymore. They think they're above the law. So they do these things and without repercussions because they're not worried. But then you've got those that are good that get out there and they are worried about the repercussions. So they don't, oh, that's awesome, love. So they don't, they get out there and they're scared. Some police officers that don't abuse their power, they're scared because now people are so against police officers. How do they do the job right? Are they going to get a gun pulled on them right away and hurt? Like, I get it from both sides, guys. I truly do. And I'm truly believing that people started off as protesting to make a difference, and it turned
Can't go back in
into
time.
the riots.
Learn
And
from
I'm
it
going to
right.
show you why. G's added so much more since I looked on him. I'm just going to show you one that he posted that really hit
things said to
me.
them, and you look at every single one of these individuals.
Atlanta,
they are all people,
Chicago,
and they have
California.
families.
Let's look at this, y'all.
And they are not
haven't
the
seen this
officer
yet.
who had his knee in George Floyd. I understand the representation of a systematic issue when they see someone in uniform right now, but let's all try to remember tonight that those men and women in uniform out there in the streets of San Jose right now are trying to do a balanced job of ensuring everybody's safety, maintaining peace and order, and just making sure we all get through tonight having made the message that needed to be made. But still ensure that nobody.
Let's see.
out. Yeah, keep that shit running. Keep that shit running, bro. Tell the true story, bro. Y'all on the wrong side of history. Don't you ever go in the middle of that shit again. Don't you ever put your hands on a woman, you a bitch.
Okay, well that wasn't a good example.
Hey, let's see. All right, we're live here. Rotate your phone. All right, we're downtown Detroit. Maybe I can't turn my phone while recording. All right, I guess I have to do this way. Horizontally, it says I can't return my phone while recording, so my apologies for the. But things got a little bit heated down here. The cops had to take down a guy. I don't know what for. There was a big show of force. Now a lot of people, as you can see, are standing there with their hands up, and there's kind of a standoff between the officers here in riot gear. I'm on, looks like right outside Old City Hall. Looks like Randolph Street and Larned in the background there. And there's a standoff here. Let's listen to what this woman's saying. There's a woman up front.
People are rising up against them, so police are trying to go in with force when a lot of these, it's trying to be a peaceful protest.
I see him. Right here. Don't worry, don't find the way. Don't find the way.
It's so sad,
Hey, Turf. I'm on Facebook Live. Thanks. Did you hear that?
I mean, regardless, you're going to have some ignorant people that are going to be out there
She's
just
pretty
being
tense here.
stupid.
Kind of a standoff.
But for the most part, you see people are just standing around. They're just trying to protest.
Yeah, I can't turn my phone. I saw that message. I started recording this way, so my apologies. It's the least of the issues right now, but I do get it. But that's not the priority right now. There seem to be, I'm going to guess, there's 400 or 500 people in this pocket of the protest, and I'm told there's a protest, little pockets everywhere, but this seems to be where most of the hot spot is right now, although it does seem to be calming down. So some cops over there are having a conversation with some of these guys. I heard one cop.
See, a lot of people are being peaceful about it. They just want to be heard. They want to change me. They want to make a difference. it gets out of hand a lot of times. I believe is when the police push back and try to shut down our voice. Then people get more angry, and that's when it becomes the riots.
And this is the Brooklyn Museum. We've been at it all day. There's been some arrests right here. Okay, we got the riot people coming in now, guys. Try to get some better lighting.
People are mad. It's not the time to show your it's not the time to show your power and your authority when people are so mad. Sorry, y'all, someone's calling me. Turn it off for now. I'll call him back. DJ, I'll call you back, girl, if you're watching. You see, they're pushing their authority on people protesting who are already angry because of what their authority represents, which, right, in this case is the death of not just George Floyd, but the other gentleman. I don't know, is it Andre? I cannot remember. I think I'm always pronouncing his name wrong. But for these deaths everywhere, this was just the final pushing point. It's like enough is enough. People are upset. Yes, Sandra, that just gave me chills. Sandra, that just gave me chills. I would love to see that. Girl. So, just in case y'all can't see her comment, she said, how powerful it'd be to see a cop cross over onto the protesters and stand with them. Please get out, Adelaide. And it would, y'all. It so would.
Hey, am I going to get in trouble?
Trouble for what? What did you do to get in trouble?
Nothing.
I know you didn't clean in your room. You're going to get in trouble for that.
Are you?
No, baby. No, I'm not. So, guys, I'm going to take this call, and I'll come back on a little later. Love y'all.